Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the President of the United States.
All right, hello everybody. Wow, how are you, buddy? Good to see you. How are you guys? Good to see you. Hello everybody. Hello. Oh, my favorite table. My favorite table. How are you, sweetie? I gotta give her a kiss. I gotta give her a kiss. I gotta kiss you. How are you?
Oh, I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you.
I thought that was Melania. My mistake. How are you, Bob? Good to see you, buddy. Hello, everybody. Good to see you, pal. How is everything? How are you, buddy? Good to see you. You look incredible. Wow. Wow. How are you? Good to see you. Hello, everybody. How are you guys? Wow, this place is packed. Hello, everybody. Good to see you. How are you guys? How is everything? Hello. Everybody up there. Wow. Wow. Look at that. How are you? Good to see you. Wow. Hello, everybody. Wow, wow, look at this. Is this something else? It's amazing. It's amazing. I'm supposed to be in Frenchy Town, but you know what? I didn't want to stay in France. I didn't want to stay in France. No Macos. No Macos in France. And no cheeseburgers either. No cheeseburgers. No, please, please, sit down. Sit, everybody, sit down. Sit down. Look at this, a standing ovation. Have a seat, please. These guys, just sit down. It's okay. It's just me. It's just me, the greatest president ever. It is truly a great honor for you to have me here tonight. I have to tell you, it's incredible. I have been getting tremendous crowds everywhere I go, and tonight is no exception here in Scottsdale, I have to tell you. My Secret Service detail has told me there's over 25,000 people in this room tonight. With 5,000 outside in the freezing rain and the snow. But the press, terrible people, the press. Terrible people. Horrible. They're the worst. You know what's really the worst? The Scottsdale penny saver. They're the worst. Terrible paper. But the press, they're going to say it's less than 500 in a hotel ballroom. Lies, all lies, all lies. And speaking of the lamestream media, Jim Acosta should call himself Jim Accosted. He did a terrible thing to me at the press conference this week. Terrible thing to me. And he acted like a child. That's why I have a new nickname for him, Jim Poopyhead. I'm going to call him Jim Poopyhead. I am. It's the most mature thing I could do. You know, no one gives press conferences like me. Nobody. I stood up there for 90 minutes. Great press conferences, informative press conferences, real news press conferences. And by the way, if anyone tells you any different, that's fake news. That itself is fake news. And there is a way to tell fake news from real news. It's so simple, and I'm going to give it to you. It's like a math equation. You guys deal with numbers, right? Numbers and colors? Okay. If you hear something good about me, that's real news. Something negative, that's fake news. So simple. Now, Bob did a great job. He talked about next year's convention, but I have to tell you, I have so many sources, CIA, FBI, NSA, and I have a totally different story. Many people have told me that your convention next year has been truncated down to 24 hours. It's going to be in Detroit in February, so I don't know. The worst thing is it's going to be a Motel 6. It's the worst thing. But how about this place? Is this place something else? Bob mentioned this. The Hyatt. Wow. But you know what they say? Everyone says this. Not me, I don't say it, but everyone says if it's not a Trump hotel, it's a dump hotel, right? I didn't say that. Oh, by the way, before we get too far into this, because I'm only going to speak for 2 or 3 hours. Are there any protesters here tonight? Any protesters? By a round of applause. Good. If there are, there we go. Trump people, beat the crap out of her. I'll pay your legal fees. Now, something came up recently, and I don't appreciate it. I don't appreciate it. People are saying that Trump doesn't go to church. Lies, lies. That's not true. On my way here tonight, we stopped at Church's Fried Chicken. Tremendous chicken served in a church, okay? Best chicken church I've ever been to. And I found out something tonight. I didn't know this. KFC stands for Kentucky Fried Chicken. No one talks about that. But I'm so happy to be back with my Mako friends and family. And I'm very proud that the Mako Go Forward plan is the greatest plan I've ever come up with, ever. And I've come up with some great plans, believe me. And I've appointed some amazing new people to Mako. Haven't I? Some new people? Do you love the new people? And tremendous military people. I love the military. You know what? Let's have another hand for the military. Veterans Day is technically tomorrow. Observance is on Monday. Thank a veteran for their service. And you know, I would have been in the military, but I had bone spurs. I had the worst bone spurs ever recorded in human history. But gratefully, they miraculously vanished after the war. But Bob Benjamin, and I love that name, Benjamin. My favorite thing, $100 bills. The president of Mako was in the military, and he did many, many incredible things. A lot of them are secret. I know them, you don't. But believe me, it's amazing. But he put himself in harm's way for our freedom, and I appreciate that. So let's give Bob a hand. All right, that's enough. Don't overdo it. Okay. I did find out something top secret that I can share with you. Bob parachuted into Charlotte for his first day of work. He did. And his first 100 days, which just wrapped up, right? The greatest 100 days as president ever, other than mine. And he's going to visit all of the Makos, just like I've done. I've been all over the country. But he's going to do it in his Humvee. Bob is a great president, not as great as I am, but he's a great president. And I have to tell you something. Bob loves the sound of his own voice. It's true. I went golfing with him the other day, and he got a sunburnt tongue. So gives you an idea how much this guy can talk. Russ Slocum, Bob's wingman. I love that phrase, wingman. I love chicken wings. Was also in the military. Unlike Bob, Russ does not like to talk. He does not like to talk. So if you see him in camouflage, all right, he's not speaking. And if you don't see him, he's standing right behind you. Of course, I have to mention Sabrina Thring. Where's Sabrina? Sabrina, you all dressed up tonight? Where is she? There you, wow, look at that. I'm going to divorce Melania and marry you. You're going to be the 4th First Lady. Now, she is not in the military, but she might as well be. She's something else. She is a force of nature. They call her Hurricane Sabrina. That's true. And which is amazing because they don't have hurricanes in Canada. Hurricanes are only made here in the U.S. We have the best hurricanes, the wettest hurricanes, the most water. Highest wind speeds, American hurricanes. Most incredible destruction. And I've been talking to many, many people, and we're thinking about exporting hurricanes to Canada. Of course, we got to put pretty big tariffs on them, though, because there's Canadians, terrible people, the Canadians, terrible people. They're killing us at the border. But I want you to know something. I love Canada. I love Canada. It's like another country up there. It's like another country up there. And the food, right? Let's go out for Canadian later. Now, I have been to Canada many, many times, at least 3. And after meeting tens of Canadians, I've come to the realization what a Canadian is. It's so simple. A Canadian is just an unarmed American with free health care and a more optimistic attitude. And Canada is just like your attic. It really is. You forget it's up there. But when you go up, you're like, wow, look at all this great stuff. This is tremendous. This is really amazing. They've got stuff up there that looks like England, which is very strange. Very strange. Do you know Justin Trudeau? Tell him to stop making eyes at Melania. It's very uncomfortable. Very uncomfortable. But I have been coming to the Mako meeting now for over 14 long years. Long before I was president. Long before I was president. And I appreciate your loyal support. So much support. Such incredible support. So millions of dollars I've raised in this room. Unlike certain people who really don't give me the support that I wanted from them. But I'm not going to mention their name. I'm just going to give his initials. Jeff Sessions. You know, if you hired someone to paint cars, and the first thing they did after you hired them said, oh, and by the way, I can't paint cars. What would you do? That's right, you'd ask for their resignation. And that's what I did. But he's out, the midterms are over, everything's going absolutely fantastic. We did a great job. We didn't get the house. That's okay, I hate the house. Horrible place. Have you ever met a congressman? Wow. You know what the difference between a congressman and a prostitute is? There's certain things prostitutes won't do for money. It's true. But we're getting the best people. Like you guys, you get the best people. I'm getting the best people. I have a huge announcement to make tonight. Just for you. Not for them back there. Fake news in the back. Just for you guys. Don't wave at me. Jim Acosta's back there. But I have a great announcement. I am appointing Chuck Norris as Secretary of Self-Defense. Brand new cabinet level position. I wanted to get Bob to work for me, but you know. So there's a lot of fake news out there, and a lot of people are saying that I'm going to get impeached now that the Dems are in the House. Impeach. You know what? I hate that word. Why a peach? Why not an apple or a pear? Right? I'm impaired. That's what it should be. It doesn't make any sense. And by the way, by executive order, something I love to do, executive orders, I'm going to rename the pineapple. I have to tell you, I've been thinking a lot about it. I have a lot of free time. I've been thinking a lot about this. Pineapples have nothing to do with pine and have nothing to do with apples. It's two things that already existed that lazy Hawaiians put together. We're going to come up with a brand new name. But they say because of everything that's happened recently, my approval ratings are down. But you know what? I don't care about approval ratings. I care about the approval of this group right here, Mako, because you people are the real Americans doing an absolutely phenomenal job. Give yourselves a big round of applause. But I want to find something out. You know, people's political things change over time. By a round of applause, if the presidential election from 2 years ago was held today, who here would vote for crooked Hillary Clinton? By a round of applause. The same lady, she's just dying for a beating. Great. Absolutely nobody. And who here would vote for me to make America great again? Thank you. And we are going to paint America again. That's what Mako does. We really are. It's going to be incredible. So I just want to talk quickly about the economy. You guys have a full agenda tonight, but what about this economy? It's incredible. Are you seeing it in your businesses by a round of applause? Are things picking up? Lowest unemployment ever in every single demographic. Even little people are working more than ever before, ever since The Wizard of Oz. It's true, it's true. And I want to let you know, feel safe in knowing that I will be reelected in 2020. You know how I know? You know how I know? We're getting rid of the Electoral College, and we're replacing it with Trump University. It's true. We're going to get rid of it, and everyone's going to get one free class to Trump University, and it's going to be Paint to Win. Paint to Win. Believe me, we just keep winning. We just keep winning. So, folks, I just want to say I'm so grateful to be back here again in front of all of you. And I want you to know that the $5 million I received as my presidential speaking fee, I don't need it. I don't need it. I'm rich. I'm really, really rich. So I'm going to donate it to my favorite charity, Billionaires Without Borders. Makes it possible for billionaires and high-end millionaires. You see that? I'm very inclusive. It makes it possible for them to travel the world without coming in contact with unattractive or poor people. Because poor people have no money, and no one wants to be with them. Am I right? Am I right? But Mako, have another fantastic year and knock the ball out of the park and paint to win. Thank you so much. You guys were great. Thank you, everybody.